Mblock is a dangerous Chicago gang known for their recklessness. Like this video of them pulling up to the police and pulling out a gun and peeling off in the SRT, taking the police on a high-speed chase.
Track mode! Put this in track mode! Put shots in that. What y'all doing Mblock? Nigga, what's wrong with y'all? Oh, we put shots in that bitch! There go 12! Oh, shit.
To even getting in shootouts on live.
Stay low, y'all. Stay low. Wait.
Plus, they even talk on live with their ops about the murders they commit. We'll be digging deep into this dangerous Chicago gang. It all started with a guy by the name of Lil Face, who was only 15 years of age when he died. He had ties with BogusBoys 069 and BoysTown 079. It was October 17th, 2010. At around 8:30 p.m., Cornell Henderson was in the 2500 block of West Lithonia Plaza when he was found suffering from 2 gunshot wounds to the back. He was only a 9th grader at Chicago Vocational Career Academy. After Lil Face died, BogusBoys 069 and BoysTown 079 adopted FaceWorld in his honor. The reckless shorties around that way call themselves Mblock, but they all have deep ties with FaceWorld 069, and allegedly FaceWorld 079 used to be cool with 069. But this is where the beef will ramp up a few notches, because this was only the beginning of a long war. FaceWorld was allegedly killed by BocoHood. FaceWorld 069 is located on 69th and Maplewood. This is around the Marquette Park neighborhood. Boco, which a gang that they beef heavily with, is a gang of GDs and some BDs. Plus they have some Black Stones located on 66th and 64th and Bell. FaceWorld 069 wouldn't get any get back until July 5th, 2011, when they took out a well-loved member from BocoHood. At around 8:40 p.m., Lamont Goggins, aka Tay-Tay/Lil Jock, was a passenger in a car leaving the gas station in the 2800 block of South 71st Street. As their car was pulling out of the gas station, a gunman suddenly walked up and shot multiple times, killing 19-year-old Lamont Goggins. The driver of the vehicle was also hit and was taken to the hospital in critical condition. This loss would hit BocoHood hard, and soon later they was looking for some get back. Catching up with a FaceWorld 069 memo on August 7th, 2011. It was a cool Chicago midnight at around 12:35 a.m. 16-year-old Marshawn Taylor, aka Marty, was found in the 6900 block of South Oakley Avenue. He was found laying on the ground suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead at 1:30 a.m. FaceWorld 069 would allegedly get back for Marty in less than 2 months, because on October 16th, 2011, a 24-year-old man would die after being stabbed in the early mornings near his home in the Southside Englewood neighborhood, right in the 6600 block of South Oakland Avenue at about 3:20 a.m. The man that was stabbed was Deshaun Turnage, aka Fox from BocoHood. He was a well-loved BocoHood member and was pronounced dead at 4:51 a.m. It would then be 2012 when the war would turn up even more. Only 4 days into the new year, on January 4th, 2012, Kenneth Brown, aka KB, was shot in the head in the 2400 block of West 71st Street. KB was only 26 years of age and only lived a few blocks away. He was also a well-loved FaceWorld 069 member. After the loss of KB, FaceWorld 069 would take loss after loss, because on February 28th, 2012, they would lose another well-loved member, and he was only 15 years of age. Albert Gotten, aka Lamar from FaceWorld 069, was walking with a 16-year-old girl in the 6800 block of South Rockwell Street, when all of a sudden a gunman hopped out of a light-colored sedan and opened fire. Albert Gotten, aka Lamar, was pronounced dead at 10:04 p.m. Again, FaceWorld 069 would take another loss in less than 2 weeks. It was only March 8th, 2012, where Joshua Williams, aka Lil Josh, was walking in the 2600 block of West Lithonia Plaza Court when he got into a verbal altercation with 2 people at the location, and then shots rang out, killing 16-year-old Joshua Williams at the scene. This next member didn't get killed by an op though, but just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. November 4th, 2012, Ricky Sims Jr., aka Ricky, was found shot with multiple gunshot wounds in a yard in the 700 block of Merrill Street in Beloit. According to the police, he was in the area visiting family, and the suspect of interest was Tavon Marley, 28 years of age. Him and the victim had been in 2 separate vehicles just before the shooting. Tavon Marley was found months later in a Wisconsin house, and he tried to hide in the attic of the home when police came looking for him. It would then be August 5th, 2013 when another BocoHood member would lose their life. Jonathan Murray, aka Johnny/Mo, 25 years of age, was found lifeless in the 6600 block of South Claremont Avenue. At around 4:22 p.m., Johnny Mo was pronounced dead at the scene at 4:25 p.m. Then 5 months later, another BocoHood member would die on January 8th, 2014. Joseph Brittman, aka Joe from BocoHood, was outside on a cold Chicago day at around 3:05 p.m. He was in the 6400 block of South Campbell Avenue when someone walked up on him and shot him in the back. He was pronounced dead at the hospital around 5:24 p.m. Then another 6 months later, another FaceWorld 069 member would die. It was July 23rd, 2014 when Darren Froggy Jr., aka Lil D from FaceWorld 069 would be shot through a window in his house. It was about 9:25 p.m. when Lil D was inside of a house in the 6900 block of South Artisan Avenue when someone outside fired shots and the bullets went through a first floor window into a bedroom, striking Lil D in the neck. He was pronounced dead at the scene at 9:40 p.m. Then only another 6 months later, another BocoHood member would lose their life. It was January 24th, 2015 when Edwin Cook, aka Easy Tarantino, was in the 6600 block of South Oakley Avenue when he was on the sidewalk when a black 4-door vehicle pulled up alongside of him and opened fire at him, killing him at only the age of 19. Then it would be October 30th, 2015 when BocoHood would allegedly catch another FaceWorld 069 member. Damian Williams, aka Pablo JDO/Day-Day, was standing in the 2500 block of West 70th Street at 9:21 a.m. when an SUV drove by with 2 people inside that fired multiple shots. Then they drove eastbound on 70th Street. Damian Williams suffered from gunshot wounds to the head, buttocks, and thigh. He was taken to the hospital where he died a day later. Then 6 months later, 2 well-loved members would die. One was from FaceWorld 069 and one was from Darkside TSG. April 7th, 2016, D'Angelo Black, aka D-Lo, and DeAndre Trotter, aka Flocka, was standing in the 3400 block of West Chicago at 3:26 p.m. when 2 males dressed in all black ran up and opened fire and then ran away. Both men were taken to the hospital and died from their injuries. Then the crazy thing about this, only 8 days later, a BocoHood member would die. On April 15th, 2016, Raymond Pryor V, aka Lil Ray, was shot to death a block away from his house in the 6400 block of Southwestern Avenue. He suffered from multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. Then 2 months later, on June 25th, 2016, Tavon Wilson, aka Boss Trey, was washing a car at about 7:15 p.m. in an alley in the 5800 block of South Maplewood when someone came up to him and fired shots. He was taken to the hospital. He was pronounced dead too. Then on November 20th, 2 BocoHood members would die on the same day. The first person would be Odell Jones Jr., aka JR Savage from BocoHood. It would be 12:50 a.m. when officers responded to a call of shots fired. When they arrived, they found a man laying face down on the sidewalk in the 6400 block of South Oakley Avenue. Then only 2 hours later, at 3:20 a.m., Michael M. Gibson, 40 years of age, was arguing with an acquaintance when he pulled out a gun and opened fire in the 7800 block of South Michigan. Michael Gibson, aka Zoe, was a well-loved BocoHood member. But let's fast forward to February 12, 2022. When Sincere Cole from BandoBoys/FaceWorld 069 was standing outside of a gas station with other people. The gas station was located at 67th and Western. Just before 7 p.m., someone walked up on him and shot him 24 times. And after this situation happened, the 2 gangs actually got on live and talked about the murder.
In a what? In a what?
Jumped in that little ass room to chase somebody. You know what I'm talking about. Stop that.
Man.
Right.
You saying,
Fuck is you talking about? Motherfucker down there pulled up in the van.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
There's many more murders that went on throughout these years, so let me know if y'all want a part 2. But that'll be about it for this video. Make sure you like or dislike, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what y'all want to see next. And as always, stay blessed, stay well. Yeah, I'm out.